Hello everybody, and today I have a 29 kill hardpoint domination game for you guys, and we actually end up losing. And the reason why I'm deciding to show you guys a loss, because obviously usually you don't upload losses, no, you don't do that. But the reason why I'm showing you guys is because I feel like I did well on a personal level, not just with kills. Obviously 29 is a good amount of kills in Titanfall right now, at least, but I also did a lot of capturing and a lot of defending, and I kind of felt like I had to fill every single role: the killing, the capturing, the defending. I felt like I had to do everything in order to attempt to win this game, and yeah, I did my very best to fill all of those roles and try and bring home the win. It wasn't enough, but I did my best, which is why I'm showing you guys. But the reason behind this video is because Titanfall beta has officially gone from closed beta to open beta on the Xbox One. So if you have an Xbox One and you did not get your beta code, you can just get on your Xbox, download the beta, and start playing right now. PC open beta is going to be coming very soon. They've said today that it's going to be coming very soon, so I will let you guys know when PC goes into open beta, because then all of you can try it and it'll be awesome. Also, they are extending the beta at least by 1 day. It may be more than 1 day, but it's been confirmed to be extended for at least 1 more day because of the server issues that they had. So that is why I'm making this video, and now that all of you are going to have the opportunity to play the game, I thought what I would do is talk about the main things that I noticed and the main things that I found myself having to do in order to transition from a traditional FPS into playing Titanfall and actually progressing as a player and becoming better at Titanfall. So hopefully when you guys get in the game, you will feel a little bit more comfortable and take advantage of everything that Titanfall offers you to be good at the game, rather than just doing what everyone else does. So the first thing that I'm gonna say is you want to start looking at the map as a vertical map instead of a horizontal map. Start thinking of everything as climbable or wall runnable, because pretty much everything is. You can get to pretty much everywhere. I've gotten to parts of the map that you're actually not supposed to be in, and it tells you to return to the battlefield. So you can get absolutely everywhere from wall running and jumping. You just need to get used to it. But what I see so often, and what I notice so often, is that there's people just running along the ground. They hardly ever utilize all of the options that Titanfall gives you in terms of movement. People are just running along the floor and just doing what it is that they do. And I understand why you do that, because in traditional FPS games, you can just run and you don't really have to think about what you're doing. Like, you have to think to a certain extent, but in Titanfall, I feel like you have to think about your environment a lot more in order to actually be really good at the game. You have to think, can I actually get from here to there without touching the ground? I want to wall run from here to there, jump there. I don't want to ever touch the ground. And that's kind of the state of mind that I got into. I feel dirty when I'm walking on the ground. I feel like really dirty. I start to get this anxious feeling, like, you know when you shoot your gun and you need to reload and you get that anxious feeling of, oh, I need to reload. I get that feeling when I'm running on the ground, because I'm like, I'm not utilizing this map. I'm not utilizing anything of my environment to be good at the game, and I feel dirty and it feels weird. So definitely start looking at your environment before you travel from point A to B, and think about wall running there instead of just running along the ground. The next thing that I'm gonna say is in regards to how action-packed Titanfall is. It is really action-packed, but the thing is that because of just how you can travel on the map in general, Titanfall actually allows you to separate yourself from the action really easily. And what this enables you to do is to actually think about where you're going, because it's very easy to just be like, yeah, action over there, run, and just wall run and jump everywhere, because you can travel from point A to point B so quickly that you end up actually not being in a favorable position. You end up being away from the action when you were trying to get close to it. And in general, it's just better to really assess where you're needed and how you should attack the action that's going on. For example, if you see a bunch of Titans fighting, do you want to stand at a distance and shoot them with your anti-Titan weapon? Do you want to try and get on top of them and take one of them down? Or do you want to go and find the pilots that are still pilots and not in their Titans yet? What exactly do you want to do? So I find that it's just a really good idea to actually think about where you're needed and what you actually need to do before you do it. And I know that I've kind of talked about thinking in two of these, I guess, tips that I'm giving, but it's because I really feel like in traditional FPS games, you can kind of just run around and not have to think very much. You have to think very little about what you're doing. But because of the amount of options and just ability to do whatever you want and go wherever you want in Titanfall, I feel like it really pays off to just take a minute and think about where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're gonna do it. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is taking down Titans. When I first started playing, I just equipped my anti-Titan weapon, stood there, and shot the Titans. Now, I have to say, I hardly use my anti-Titan weapon now. I use it if someone else is rodeoing the enemy Titan, I can just stand there and shoot him, or if my Titan's in a battle and I'm too far away to really jump on top of the enemy Titan, and I just stand there and shoot. But in general, I don't really use it that often at all. I don't use it. I find that it is much more effective to just get on top of the enemy Titan and rodeo it and kill it like that. Now, what I will say is when you do that, you don't have to drop on top of them from a building. You can literally just run at them. You can just run directly into their face and jump on top of them. I was finding that finding it really hard to rodeo Titans because I was trying to drop on top of them from a building or whatever. But you can just run at them, jump on top of them, and take them down like that. And I find that that is the most effective way to deal with an enemy Titan. Now, what I will say is that if people are actually smart and they've played the game for a decent amount of time now and they kind of know how things work, they will know that you'll be rodeoing them because it tells them that they're being rodeoed, and they will hop out of the Titan to try and take you out. Now, you can actually hear a noise. It sounds like powering down. That means that they're hopping out of the Titan to try and kill you on top of their Titan. So when they do that, get off of the Titan and take them out before continuing to take down the enemy Titan. I said Titan so many times. I apologize. But yeah, definitely hop on top of them, do the whole rodeo thing in order to take them down rather than just shooting them with your anti-Titan weapon. But I think that is pretty much it. The most important thing when transitioning from Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever to Titanfall is to just stop running on the ground. Really, it really is. And don't try and go 1v1 with a Titan in the middle of the map. Be on top of a building if you're shooting a Titan. Don't just stand there on the ground because he can just walk over you and just crush you. You're so easy to see. Don't do that. Stop running on the ground. Stop it. Sometimes, of course, it's necessary, but I want you guys to get that feeling where it's like every time you run on the ground, you hate yourself. That's what I want you to do. Every time you're running on the ground, be like, I am a horrible human being for not running in the air. Okay, guys, so I hope you found this useful. Get your asses in the Titanfall beta. Get to playing. It's an awesome game. I've really enjoyed myself playing Titanfall, and I really think that all of you will as well. So enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section if you've been playing already and what you think of it, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.